dozen or so different ways to balance on the machine. Your preperceptors, that's how the brain and the muscles talk to each other, just increase so much with the use of this machine, because the whole time you're on it, you are off balance. So as soon as you do specific exercises that are even more balance oriented, you are going to have enormous balance as well as strength in your legs. I love going to yoga class and showing off now how long I can stand in the poses. Again, I'm not going to turn on the machine because it's way too much time for me to be on it, and a 6-hour workout isn't going to be good for me. So my first suggestion is doing a one-leg balance. You can either do it facing the tower, or you can turn this way. When you turn this way, your whole body is, your foot, not your whole body, your foot is going to be rotating that way. When you're standing this way, you're going to be on one side of a teeter-totter, so they're two very different feels. So I'm just going to turn this on manual and just show you the difference in those. When you're on one leg, do not go way out to the side, because that is going to be too jarring for your body. Just stand off center. If you want a little bit more intensity, just turn up the amount of vibration. So when you're standing on one side, you can either use the tower to balance, or try and do it as long as you can with just one foot. I can go for quite a while doing this now because I've developed such good balance from using my machine for 8 months. When I turn it this way, my foot is now being challenged to go this way. So it's really strengthening the ankle. Do that on both legs. Then I like to do the Superman. This is a little bit more challenging. It's similar, and again, you can either do it this way or do it this way. I would start off, as a beginner, I would start off doing it this way. You're going to lift onto one foot, use your tower for support, put one leg out, and try putting one arm out, and then try putting the other arm out and see how long you can stand there. I love having the tower because I can continue to challenge. This really works your core. You can also work it in this direction as well. And I love, again, having my tower. If you don't have a tower, maybe put a little chair or put it be near a wall so you can stabilize yourself. The next one is your rhomboids and glutes. For this, you're going to want to put a mat down because this is a little bit hard on the knees. You're going to kneel on it in all fours. Now, I don't like this setting because it's rocking me too much. And this is where having the two motors is nice. So I'm going to turn off the one motor, and I'm going to turn up the spiral. So I turn down the oscillating, and I'm turning up the spiral. And you're going to lift the opposite leg and the opposite arm. Hold it, and back down, and just keep repeating on the other side. Do that for 30 seconds or so. The higher you can lift the leg, the better. The longer you can hold it, the better. That's your rhomboids and glutes. Now I'm going to show you how to work a glute bridge. So again, it's really working on your gluteus maximus. I lay down on the floor, put your feet onto the machine, lay back, try and get onto your shoulders if you can by arching your chest back, and then lift yourself up, see if you can get your feet flat onto the machine. You get a lot more vibration. Again, I have the machine turned off. And simply, if this is harder, if you're able to do that, that's great. If not, just lay in this position and try and lift this up as high as you can. You would have the machine on. I'm just not overworking myself and doing 6 hours at once. After that, another move that you can do is everybody's favorite. We lovely call this, in yoga we call this the plank. You simply go into a push-up position, make sure that your body is flat. You're not doing this kind of thing and you're not doing that kind of thing. Make sure that your arms are stabilized. You can rotate your hands in and out. If this is too much, then you can go down onto just your elbows and hold it. This really works your core, and again, you can twist yourself side to side, and that's really going to work your core and your balance. The next one I cannot do because I have a damaged shoulder, and I do not want to stress it too much. I'll show it to you on my good shoulder. This is one of the exercises that I can't do too much of on this machine, but I'm showing it to you. It is the lovely side plank. The easy way to do side plank is to go onto the elbow, turn to your side, keep your body straight, and try and lift this up. That really works your core. You can also put your hand up and do it that way. If you're really ambitious, go into a full-on plank position, hand up, and you could try lifting your legs. Those are lovely plank positions. Next thing for balance and for your core, balance is all about the core. It's having muscle strength, good preperception happening, but it's all about the core to maintain your balance. So you can turn on your machine down here, which is lovely to do. And simply by sitting here, it is working my core. And I don't have it on very high. I'll turn it up just a little bit more. Turn it up to whatever you feel comfortable doing. Do not do this on a full stomach. And you can simply sit here, hold your core firm, and let the machine help work you. Then you can start by lifting up one leg so that you can build more core. If you have to, you can hang on here to help balance yourself. You can hang on here. That is going to work more of this part here when you hang on and pull forward. It's working more of this here, of your core muscle. And once you try that, you'll see the difference between just doing this and doing this and leaning forward. And I'm now using the weight of my body to add resistance right here. So you can simply twist your body into different positions. You can do some of your basic, normal twisting type of situations. If you lean more to one side, you're going to start to get a little bit more of the lift and the vibration. You don't want to get too much, but if you have a skinny little butt, you may have to rotate to the sides a little bit in order to get more rotation happening. You can also sit on it in this direction and go this way. Again, be careful not to go too far back, because if you do, it's going to flop you around a whole lot, okay? And I don't think that's good for all of your intestines. So kind of in the middle, and you can do all kinds of different exercises, whether it's single leg raises, whatever's going to help to strengthen your core. My next exercise, I call the eagle. I'm just going to turn the machine off, save myself some fatigue. You can either do it facing away from the tower or facing away from it. I prefer to do it this way because I have a little bit more room. So what I do is I take one arm, put it under the other, come around like that. Challenges your brain right there. Then you're going to take the same leg and cross it over. Then if you can crouch down while the machine is going, then you're a superstar. And then take this arm under, rotate, cross over, and go down. I'll just turn it on the machine for a little bit here just to show you that it is possible to do. Although for me, it was not possible to do when I first started using it. Cross one arm under, get you balance, cross the other leg. You might have to cross your eyes, and then come down and hold it. And then when you go to your yoga class, your instructor is going to think that you are absolutely brilliant. All right, I'm going to show you how to do the frog. Frog looks like it says, just like the fire hydrant looked like it said. So you have to stand facing away from your tower so it's not in the way. And this is a bit tricky. You might want to do it with the machine off first. You're going to go down with your toes up, go down into a crouch, take your elbows and push your legs apart. This is a really, really good stretch for you. Then while you're there, stay on your toes, put your hands down here, try and come up and still be on your toes without falling off the machine. And then go back down into your frog position. Practice this off the machine before you do it on. I don't want anybody to fall head first, but it's a really good balance position for you as well. Some of the other things that you can do for balance on here is you can get those great big exercise balance balls and put one part of your body off the machine and the other part onto the ball. For example, if I stood on here and had a ball here, it's going to destabilize me. Or just leaning over onto a ball, doing the glute bridges where I'm on the ball instead of being on the floor. So anything where you add that ball to it is going to destabilize you and help you with your balance. Play around with that if you have a ball. Okay?